By now, we've all been bombarded with more than 8 years of shocking and unprecedented stories involving Donald J. Trump. The consequences have been an accelerant on our polarization, division, and distrust of fact. We've also become desensitized to the obscene, that in a normal world would cripple a campaign and disqualify a candidate. But in the bizarre world of Trumpism, for nearly half of this country, it elicits a shrug.
And have some fun, and we're going to do something different, right? I don't know if you know this, there's been a few changes in Washington, so I'm going to enjoy tonight because this may be my last time I get to host anything in this country. And tonight's not just about music.
Is the first US election since you stopped doing The Daily Show. Does any of it, have you missed any of it?
To be honest with you, no, not really. I haven't missed staying up until like 5 a.m. to not get a result. I haven't missed, everyone asking me for an opinion instantly in the moment. Also, like, this is the calmest election I've had. Like, every other election I was part of was when I was at The Daily Show. People were texting me, asking me what was going to happen, like I knew the future. And now, nothing.
Really, really? Were you surprised at all?
I mean, okay, this is a weird thing to say, but like, there's only two parties. One of them has to win. You know what I mean? And, Donald Trump did a pretty good job with his messaging. I don't think on the Democrat side it helped that Joe Biden dropped out late, and then Kamala Harris didn't really have clear messaging about why she was different. So, like, I wasn't surprised, but yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting.
And I want to get your take on, because I'm sure you do too, is people around the world just cannot believe this. They just keep asking, how is he allowed to run? Why is he not in prison? What do you say to people that you talk to around the world?
Well, the one thing I'll say is this. I know this is it's going to sound strangely counterintuitive, but in many ways, this is a great example of America working well. Because I don't know many other countries where a former president would be held accountable for anything, So, on the one hand, I see people panicking and saying, like, this is the end of America. And I go like, well, actually, it shows that America is a functioning democracy where, it really is right now showing that nobody is above the law, which is what it's supposed to be. And, how it turns out or how it pans out, nobody knows. But I don't know, in a strange way, you only know that a system is working when you actually put it to the test, right? So, how do you know if the elevator brakes work or not until the cable snaps? I guess now we'll find out.
I guess, unless he gets away with it all, then. But I mean, he's already been adjudicated a rapist and a business fraud.
Trevor, you also do. We saw it in our bumper just then. You do a great Trump impression. Is that a blessing or a curse right now? How are you going to use it?
I mean, the one upside of him winning is that I don't have to learn a new president's impression, right? That's the one upside of all of this. But yeah, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because, I mean, I'm a comedian, so I do the things that I do on stage. It's a curse because people come up to me in random places and they'll be like, do the voice, Trevor, do the voice. I remember once an Uber driver wouldn't let me leave his Uber until I did the voice. And so then I had to give him a speech about why I would give him 5 stars. And he was like, please do the voice. And I was like, I'll give you 5 stars. Great ride. Let me out of the car. Please let me go. And I was like, I think this is a curse. I'm pretty certain this is a curse.